Hi, I'm Harry Siemens, and welcome to the Farm Show, coming to you from the St. Jean Farm Days 2019. And we'll be here talking to some farmers and talking to some exhibitors and just finding out what's in store for agriculture for 2019.
Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome to the St. Jean Farm Days. I'm Harry Siemens, and it's just great to be here. I've been coming to this for many, many years. I've missed a few, but right now, as a fella that's been coming about as long as anybody, I believe, he's on the organizing committee, Gilbert Sabourin. Gilbert, you wear a couple of hats. Number one, I see you're the sound man, and number two, you're in the committee. You're also one of a great farmer. So tell me your involvement with the St. Jean Farm Days.
Well, my involvement stems from, I guess I dabbled a bit 34 years ago. I was fairly young at the time, going to university, so I didn't quite help out the first couple years, but I've been fairly active since then. I deal a lot with the floor plan and the exhibitors, also, like you see, the sound system, and organizing the speakers as well with our co-chairmans.
You remember when I was telling somebody else here, I remember those first days when the speaker was in this particular hall, and then we always had to make sure that the exhibitors weren't too noisy, right? I mean, so they went out, and so now with the hall on the other side, the speakers, it's working a lot better.
Oh, definitely. The show has evolved over the years quite a bit. Like you say, the speaker used to be in the main hall here, and we had all the exhibitors around were chemical companies. And now we don't have any chemical companies anymore. So there's been a lot of changes. There used to be a men's program and a women's program, but in this day and age, it's a program for all.
So what would you say is the character of the St. Jean Farm Days? And I'll tell you what I am asking about, because I know it's the first farm show of the season, probably anywhere in Canada, right? I mean, you start right off the bat, but what's the character of it?
Well, I think it's not a big hall, it's not a big facility, but it's the intimate social aspect of it all. People come in, for their $6, they get breakfast, lunch, see the displays, always an awesome lineup of speakers. And we've been able to jig the floor plan, and with the little foyer addition, we're at 61 exhibitors this year.
Well, that must be a record pretty well.
It's a record, and we also have 9 on the waiting list.
Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good program to have. Tell me, Gilbert, on your own farm, what are you going to be doing? I know it's early in the year, and meetings like this help you make the decisions, but tell me about your own farm.
On our own farm, we grow barley, wheat, oats, canola, soybeans, sunflowers, and corn.
And that doesn't really change that much?
We have swing acres depending on pricing, availability, and delivery opportunities as well. We grow a diverse amount of crops. That way, I guess I'll never hit the home run on the one crop, but I'll never be totally wrong on what could happen with pricing and crop production.
I know, having followed you on Twitter and on social media, you've hit a lot of triples, I think.
Not this year, though.
How did 2018 go for you?
Actually, this was my worst crop in 10 years. We missed all the rains. People were calling me Moses because every time a cloud would come over, it would part and go to the north and to the south of my farm. So, we were very lacking rainfall this year, and we had no soil moisture reserves.
So, what did you get in fall? What's it look like going into 2019?
We do all our own soil testing on our farm, and the top 6 inches there's moisture. Then below that it's bone dry yet. So we're going to be needing moisture to get a crop this coming season.
Oh, it's interesting. I mean, the last couple of years. I mean, I talked to farmers this last year that said, "Boy, we grew 50 bushels an acre wheat on 4 to 5 inches of rain." I mean, that's a testament to what has been happening to you guys with your practices and also with genetics and all those kinds of things.
Yeah, minimum tillage, better genetics, fertility, and fungicides all help to improve the crop. And like you say, 4 or 5 inches rain made a big difference. My wheat did do 52 bushel an acre, but if you went 4 miles north, they had 5 inches more rain, and they were getting high 70s to low 80s in their wheat.
That's awesome. So.
Location.
Yeah, and from what I gather, the farmer always says next year, and I think you're in a position where you're just going to have to nail it this year.
Oh, definitely. I told my banker I'm nailing it this coming year.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Gilbert Sabourin, and you being with us on the Farm Show, and we'll keep talking to various people here at the St. Jean Farm Days 2019.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
To the St. Jean Farm Days 2019. Right now, talking to a farmer. He's a councillor with the rural municipality, Paul Sabourin. And Paul, it's obviously great to have so many people come here at the beginning of the year.
Very good. We're from the municipality of Montcalm, and this is an annual event, and it's been a consistent success every year.
Yeah, I remember going back many years when it started out, and we were just talking to Gilbert Sabourin about some of the people that had been here initially. And there are still some guys that are going to the same booth, even though the name may have changed a few times.
Correct. No, that is a lot of history here, and they call this the best little farm show in Manitoba. And then the dinners are the same. The exhibitors, there's a waiting list of exhibitors trying to get on. And the success speaks for itself by attendance. It's very good attendance.
You bet. So what are some of the issues that you as a councillor face, being on a municipality right now?
Oh, there's many utilities. We're bringing high-speed internet to this area. We just finished a big lagoon project. We're in the midst of rebuilding our fire hall and expanding our public works building. And just ongoing drainage issues and so forth. It's always something to look after.
That's good, and then you're on the farm. So what does it look like for you for 2019? What are you going to plant?
Everything, because right now we're on a bit of a dry cycle, as it appears. So we're trying to crop accordingly. So we're diversifying in about 9 different crops, to tell the truth. So, yeah.
I remember back in the days when my dad was farming 1,000 acres in 1960, but we had many more crops because he was a seed grower, so
Correct.
every seed and thing we had to keep separate, and
Yeah.
so 9 crops. Which is your top one?
Well, I can't answer that.
It's okay.
Whichever in the end ends up being the most better yielding and so forth. So we grow early seeded crops all the way to late seeded. So I think most guys do the same now. We start combining in early August all the way to freeze up. So it used to be with just August combining, but now we combine for 3 months because of the crops we select and so forth. So when I say 9 crops, I mean different varieties inside the same crop also. So having said all that, I think most people have the same mindset around here. We're very aggressive, and we kind of not afraid to experiment. So.
You know, I appreciate. I've been in this business 47 years, and so I've seen a few things. But the guys that are involved with agriculture today, they're about as good as a group of people that I've seen.
Well, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I think there's a youthful mindset coming in the business right now, and as you can tell, there's a lot of innovation, as you can see by all the exhibitors here. And I think it's a fun time, an exciting time to be in ag.
You bet.
Okay.
With that, Paul Sabourin, we'll leave it with you. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Rick Funk from Funk's Toyota. Our family has been in the automotive business for over 45 years. That's 45 plus years of looking after customers. We have a top worldwide recognized product that we are proud to be a partner with Toyota Canada. Every new and used vehicle is negotiable when it comes to purchasing your vehicle here at Funk's Toyota. Our staff of many years is very knowledgeable and will help you, not force you with your buying decision. There are no hidden fees and no pressure tactics. Not only that, we promise what we deliver and have one of the best used vehicle warranties in the business. Our staff love to serve, and you will feel like family after your first visit. We are not perfect, but we love to please here at Funk's Toyota. For those of you that have experienced our Funk's Toyota family way, please share it with others and like us and share us on Facebook. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Manitoba Amateur Sports. Visit us online at www.funks.toyota.ca.
Welcome to MB Seeds. I'm Matt and this is B, and we're a family-run business. We've been operating since 2012, and we sell canola, soybeans, corn, wheat, barley, oats, and peas. We also run a cleaning facility on site just south of Low Farm, where we can clean almost anything that you can grow. Come check us out today.
Welcome back to the St. Jean Farm Days 2019, and right now I'm visiting with a young fella that we just met here, and as I was telling him before we came on the air, I says I'm closer to the end of my career, and Paul, I understand you're just getting into it. So tell me a bit of background, where you're from and what you plan to do.
Sure. I hail from St. Joseph, Manitoba, which is just southwest of here. I currently just wrapped up my agribusiness degree at the University of Manitoba in December. And now I'm working full-time with my dad at Remillard Seed Farm there at the seed plant. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
So did you take the course in order to come back and be a little bit better at what you're doing, or weren't you sure?
Yeah, I'd take the agribusiness program just so that I can be able to, for one, run a business. And it's become a lot more business oriented, so I need to pick up on, like there's courses, small business finance and small business tax and all this kind of stuff that's good to know.
Was there agronomy and agri stuff involved too?
Yeah, there's a couple agronomy courses that we took. There's also some animal sciences course that you have to take they're required. But yeah, it's a good overall program, but it's specialized in agribusiness.
That's those kinds of programs. I've followed agriculture for many years, and when I see guys coming out of those kinds of programs, it's always a good sign, because I've talked to young farmers, and it's good to know a young farmer that. And obviously, in your case, you're starting right now with your dad, and what is going to be your responsibility?
As for right now, it's mainly day-to-day stuff, just looking over the seed plant and looking over operations and stuff like that, and hopefully I can kind of dip my toes into buying and selling commodities, and But mainly, as for right now, it's mainly just general labor, and I think as the years go on, I'll be able to hopefully be trusted with decision making.
So how many people would be working with the farm and with the seed farm?
Work is pretty seasonal, so in the spring it'll be I'll be running the drill, Dad will be on the seed tender, and we might have an extra guy for fertilizer. Harvest, the same type deal. Harvest, we will run a few combines and trucks and all that, so we usually tend to hire a couple more. But in the winter time, it's my dad and I that run the seed mill, so yeah, it's good. We work well together, so that's always good.
Any indication what farmers are going to be looking for this year?
Oh boy, I don't know what kind of insight I can share there. Hopefully we can look forward to moisture anyway in the River Valley. We've gotten some decent snow thus far, but we need a little bit more moisture. But we're never happy anyway, so.
Yeah, and if we were in charge, we'd mess it up too.
Well, yeah, I'm quite sure we'd give out a little bit too much rain or not enough rain and all that stuff. So that's why we just leave it to Mother Nature.
Very good. Thank you very much, Paul Remillard and Remillard Seeds at St. Joseph, Manitoba. It's just great to see he's the future. Well, we could say he's agriculture now, but he's the fella that's going to carry on the future of agriculture here in this part of Manitoba. Thanks again, and we'll be back later. Great. What a day we've had here at the St. Jean Farm Days 2019, and we're hearing all kinds of things from people. I know I've been here way back when it first started, and boy, it's been a great time. And the exciting part is the young people that are coming back into agriculture. That's the key. When they go to university, come back and work with Dad, and not only take over the business, but they actually start out at the ground floor level, so to speak, and that's great. So agriculture in Manitoba is probably as good a shape as agriculture anywhere in the world, and that makes us 99.9% better as far as farming is concerned than anywhere else. So today I'm just going to say thanks again for joining us, to all the people that we had a chance to interview and all the friends that I continue to run into. This is Harry Siemens for The Farm Show from the St. Jean Farm Days 2019, and of course in St. Jean, Manitoba.